Hey, what's going on? Oh man, how we doing? How we doing? Ambrose, my dog, what's up? What's up? How's everybody doing this evening? Yep, spy finally broke. Just as I said that. What's up, baby Amby? Hey Amby, I sent you that chart that you asked for on my YouTube video a day or two ago. I hope you got it. I messaged you the chart on Discord message. I took a few minutes and did that for you. Doing all right. Yeah, it was a tough morning. It was a tough morning. I ended up green on the day. Sometimes that first hour and a half just don't provide opportunity, and obviously I can't stay on all day long. But it chopped so much this morning. We go back and look at it, and I try to make everyone aware. You know, the opening candles are the most volatile and difficult and risky to trade. So going into those opening candles, you know, everybody on a day like today, I kept my position size pretty low. I was able to catch some reversals later in the day, but on a day like that, you have to keep your position size low, and you have to sometimes be patient enough to wait midday for breakout. You're welcome, baby Amby. You're welcome. I try to go back on all my videos and look at comments, and I see you in here all the time, so I appreciate the support. And I try to I genuinely try to get to everybody all that I can. So hopefully that chart helps you. What AMD do after hours? Wow. Insane, huh? Yeah, insane. I liked Google at the end of the day. I didn't get to post it, but I liked it. I took a little bit. I took a little bit of it. If we let's go to some charts here, and I wanted to get on because I've got dad surgeries in the morning. I won't be around much tomorrow. Hopefully the next day I'm good. Tomorrow I won't be, but I'm going to have my laptop. His procedure's super early. So if I log on like in the middle of the day and start a live stream and I look like this and I don't move for a while, somebody better call me. Cause I'll be in my car on my Wi-Fi in my car. If I fall out, somebody better call me. Anybody in here from East Tennessee? Oh man. Let's so if you're new here, I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, Travis, it's a tough day. I want to see I want to go back and review a few of the day trading charts. Yeah, I hope somebody had been keeping up with Netflix while I've been covering it the past week or so. Uh, and Meta, we're going to look at those. Where is my? I've got my screens rearranged here. Hang on a moment, guys. Thank y'all for uplifting the old man. Thank you so much. So, if there's some new people in here, chime in the chat. Let me know. Ambrose, let me see, what was those tickers that you wanted to see? Let me get these pulled up. There you are, Ambrose. S Bucks OMC. Okay, let me see if I can get to those for you, buddy. Yeah, I'm gonna look at SPY. I'm gonna look at Lyft. I started swing. I posted a swing in Lyft day before. Coffee. When I'm watching this is the other screen that I'm watching. And so far, nobody wants to see this one. They want to see my Weeble. So I run my little account on Weeble for everybody. And they don't want to see this one. This is what I'm watching mostly. And I'm really big on RSI and structure for my day trading, okay? I've got one out of whack here for some reason. What have I got? SPY, Amazon, AMD, that's it. I'm missing AMD. So this is what I'm watching while y'all see my Weeble. And I would just display this, but you can't trade options through your brokerage onto TradingView. Can't think. I can't talk. So, yeah, this is what I'm seeing though. I don't particularly look at volume bars down at the bottom. I'm not big on that. But I know some people are, and that's fine. It's what you get used to. I'm mainly focused on structure. I'm pretty good the majority of the time with it. And it's what keeps me from over trading and keeps me out of plays as much as it gets me in plays. So, yep, that's what I'm looking at. We're going to go back and look here for a moment at really how bad the opening was. I'm going to take off session volume profile. And we're going to go just to No EMAs and just structure, okay? Now, the only breakout you had on Google this morning, see how difficult this was to trade? This was continually trying to come above your opening range. The purple lines are opening range, okay? And the reason we were struggling so much at this level, and this is why that I ended up going long on Google at the end of the day, was because of this channel. Do you guys see this from the previous day? This is why we fought so much up through here, and Google couldn't break out over it. It was trying to get over this channel. At the very end of the day, it did. So the next time you had an opportunity on this, all this chop stayed in range. So this is areas that, especially for newer people, you don't want to trade. This is all stuck in an area that is hard to, it's hard because there's no breakout. There is no trend happening. There's nothing going on in the stock carrying it one way or the other. It's only chopping. This is chop. You see? It is stuck in between either the pre-market high and low or the opening range high and low. If you're new here, opening range is simply the first 3 5-minute candles. That creates another set of structure. That is called opening range. Sometimes we get breakouts of opening range, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we get breakouts of pre-market, sometimes we don't. Now look, if you go back to the day before on Monday, Google was much easier to trade. We had a lot of good trades Monday morning. This was the initial break Monday morning over pre-market high. The next structure we wanted to break was the purple line, opening range high. And we got all that move right there. Okay? But then it retraced. Where did it retrace to, guys? Pre-market. Right back to pre-market high. Look at these two spots right here. This was entry for longs again because it never broke back under this range. So if you will start putting these lines on your chart each day and playing off these structures, it will keep you in trades longer, and they will keep you away from trades longer too. They will keep you safer, okay? So this is a bit of a breakout, and here's another breakout. Now, when you get an area like this, you don't really want to trade that. This is nothing but chop. And that's what a lot of things were doing this morning, including Google for the first up till 2 o'clock today, almost, before Google began to break out a little bit. Now Google's flying overnight, right? All right. RMSG, but when we're going to do the earnings. Yeah, pre-market was killing us this morning. Everything was just chopping. Just chopping. What's up, Coffee? Claudine. You're welcome, Ellen. Look at the SPY chart for me. Yep. Okay. So this, if you're new in here, you're trying to start day trading with us, these are the structures that I look at every day. Let's go to Lyft and see why I liked Lyft yesterday. Wow, look at that move. I hope some people got this with me. I'm going to the daily time frame, okay? Ronian, let me just take 5 seconds and do that with everybody, okay? How do I mark that? I mark that on TradingView. It marks automatically with this indicator called ORB, I'm going to take it away and re-add it for you, okay? You go to indicators, you type in ORB, okay? And then I want you to come down here to where it says community, and you're going to find this guy. These are all individual creators of their own scripts, okay? There'll be several ORBs down through here. This is the one I use most of the time. I use these two, but ZZZ Crypto, okay? Put a star on it, then click the word. When you click the word ORB, you're going to come over here and you're going to do the settings. Inputs. This is 5-minute candles. We switch this session time to 9:30 to 9:45. Okay? Because we want to measure the first 3 5-minute candles, the high point and the low point. After that, you go to style every day, because I make mine purple. So every single day I know opening range is purple, and pre-market, that's this one here, is yellow. Opening range is purple. And it simply draws a line for you at the bottom point and the top point of the first 3 candles, okay? First 3 5-minute candles. 1, 2, and 3. So that wick up here made the high, and this little wick down here made the low. That is a structure we look to break out of. The next set of structure is the 2 yellow lines, pre-market high, pre-market low. Then after that, and the reason I wanted to swing Google, is previous day high and low, along with your previous week. So those are all things that automatically draw on my charts every day. And I've got other videos on them, but that's what I use. Those are the 3 main structures. And that gives you targets a lot. That gives you all kinds of structure that you have to break and close over to confirm. Okay. Hopefully that helps you, Ronia. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. I do a lot of this on coaching calls and the little classes, the small group classes that I do. So if you get interested in those, give me a email. Email's in the description. Now, we're going to flop over to Lyft here. Sweats. I like the way you talk, boy. And if you caught any of that move with me, the reason why I wanted Lyft and the reason why I've been watching it was the break and close over $22. Okay. Take all my drawings off here. All my indicators off. We're going to run the volume profile here. Bring it to the swing low down here. Now, you'll see the best place to originally have bought this, if you come to a weekly, right, was when you got your wrong place. When you got your cross up down here on your RSI. Okay. That puts you in the play back in this neighborhood around the $11, $12 area. Okay. Then its ability to go up through 60 carried us up and let us start forming a new set of structure. While we did that, we printed all this volume structure, right? Now we finally broke out of it with this big green candle here, right? When we broke out of it, we formed a new high up here to the $23 area. Now, where did we retest? Where did we come back and retrace to? Just want to show everybody this, okay? If we go back here and I tell you before this last move, right here was previous high point. Now I'm going to put a line right there. And look where we came back with this red candle and retraced to. Right there. See that? So this became entry for me a day or two ago when we broke back over 22, I believe was what I wanted to hold. So we finally broke 22. I need to go to daily. I'm sorry. Yeah. So this was the previous high up here. This was Thursday of last week. So that was last week's high point, right? At $22. Then we broke over it and closed that candle. Now we're pushing higher again. So Lyft is on the move. And if you go out to a weekly time frame and a monthly time frame, it is getting bullish, very bullish. So now we've got to go start checking other things in the past. When you look at it on the monthly time frame, you see all of this consolidation down in here, right? Look how we're breaking up out of it. See how we're starting to come up out of it. And if I measure back with the volume profile to the last peak up here, right, the last pivot high, there is nothing much to stop us. There's not much structure up through there. Okay. We can measure the entire move back. There's still not much structure, but that fall down was it was fast. So it didn't build any consolidation much on the way up through there. If you get a weekly, you may see a little more consolidation coming down. So the beginning of this really starts forming about $32, $33 range right in there. 34. Right there. You see the top of that red candle where it opened and closed, where it started opening. So that has become my first target to get back to here. I think I called it 32 the other day. So that's my target. It's not going to go straight to it, but that's my target. And I want, I would like 22 to hold. And at the very least, 1930. This would be like, if it can't hold these lows back here for some reason, then I'm out. But I really want 22 to hold. Okay. Hopefully that helps. Yep, I can look at SMCI. Switz, you didn't have to do that. Thank you. DJ, I don't think you're too, and I'm not a financial advisor, guys. I love charting and helping everybody. I don't think you're too late to swing it, but I have been nibbling shares for a while, but getting over this 19 and then 22 level, that made me go ahead and take a leap. Okay. But I'm holding a decent chunk of shares and a smaller chunk of leap options for January 2027. So I think, and it's still got some upside to it. I think it's on the move. That's what I think. All right. I can't stay on real late, guys. I got to go to bed pretty early. Thank you, Switz. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. $32, Mikey. I'm looking at 32, man. Nice, Gammas Garden. Tan, I'm going to try to hit Spy. I can try to hit Q's. Brandon, yeah. One-on-ones with me are. I'm actually going to have to halt taking any so people don't feel so left out by being out too, because I'm booking the end of December. I mean, I love it, but I have to pivot some because there's not enough hours in the day. So I'm going to have to pivot some to some more small groups in order to take on the people. One-on-ones will still be there, but it does take a little bit. I'm about 6 or 8 weeks out. Wealth Builder next group class will be probably the following, not this Saturday, but the following. I'm going to do some intermediate charting. So anyways, guys, I like the look of Lyft. Thanks, Coffee. Brandon Butcher, I will email you back. Takes me a couple of days, and I get cancellations sometimes. So, what'd you say? SMCI, is that what it was? SMCI. Then I'm gonna get these few for Ambrose here. Yeah, it's coming down out of this. I guess I already charted this Switz. Sort of losing this formation here, brother. 39.30. I think it's going to get back towards 33, my man. The weekly is on the verge of pulling back. I could see 33. But, this is some consolidation. This is a form of consolidation, right? But it looks to be breaking down out of it. So careful with it, man. Careful with that one. I don't like the look of the weekly. Let's check the daily one time, Switz. There's your previous low, 38. I think if you drop 38, you're coming back towards 33, brother. That's what I think. It's got some pressure on it. What's up, Deshaun? What's up, my man? Sorry we didn't light it up like a madman this morning, brother. Oh. I ended the day okay, but had to work for it. Let's get S bucks. And you win some. I mean, you get these days, man. Everything consolidated for a long time. The only thing I missed that I wish I had on my chart was Apple. But I don't day trade Apple much. I started nibbling on Core Weave today, San Diego Trader, and I'll try to touch that one for you right fast because I am beginning a position. Boy, I tell you what, my Google's. Shoo. Look at my Google go. Go, Google, go. Okay. Ambrose, that's your breakout trigger, man. You're right up against it. 87.50, right in there. Mm. Trying to break up out of it. Trying to break up out of that channel a little bit, man. It's on the verge of breaking out. It's on the verge. You've got a little bullish divergence in your MACD coming down here, so that's nice. A little bullish divergence in the RSI. If you had this on your radar, this was a gorgeous double bottom right here. Look at that thing wick off this level. 77.90 right in there. 87.50 is your breakout. Right there. That's the top of the channel, man. It's the top of the shelf. You're over. Yeah, that's it. Now let's go to weekly. I don't want that. Man, that was a good level. Right back in here. Look at this. This has done the same thing before almost. This is actually a double bottom in itself right here. 87.50, brother. And then there's your, like, I guess your neckline or whatever you call it. 98, 98.20. You'll have to get over that. This is in a big old range, man, overall. See the weekly RSI. The weekly's still bearish. The daily's leaning a little bullish. You do have a little bullish divergence on the weekly. So I would keep this on the radar. Weekly needs to push over 50 first, and then over 60 on your RSI. Flipping over 50 might can get you across this 87.50 right here. There's your two targets above your last week's low down in here at 80.50, and then 77.50. There's your level under it, man. Right here's your range right now. Okay. Yeah, me too, Deshaun. I think you ended up better than I did, brother. Rainy day, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for your support. Hopefully that helps you, Ambrose, for S Bucks. I sort of like it a little bit bullish on the daily. Weekly's got a way to go for breakout. This could consolidate right here, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you. But if this daily looks like it's going to try to make a run for this, we'll see. ORLY was your other one. Okay. Oh man, I hope you took that break. Hope you took that, brother. Look at that. That's my kind of swing right there, brother. I like it. I like this on the daily. And this was a nice breakout. It retraced down into this. This was support before. Right in here. Before it had that breakout. So it came back to this structure right here and respected it. Okay. I like it, man. I kind of like this one, Ambrose. You're going to come to the $100 level here, brother, and have some trouble. You're right at it, honestly. 99.20. I bet you get a little bit of retrace on this move, man. Up here will be your ultimate test, getting to the zero line. I'll set an alert there. I like the look of it. I'd almost think you retrace a little bit of this move though, and see if you can hold it. You had a little bit of support back here. Man, this thing's lagging tonight. Jose, yeah. Okay, here's Orly on the 1 hour. There's your consolidation, brother. So if you retraced, you would retrace to probably about between 95 and 93.50. Okay. Breakout will be here over. I would call it 100. You're just right at 100. Okay. It's looking pretty nice. Looking pretty healthy. All right. NVO. NVO. I don't know this ticker very well, brother. Could be a nice swing on shares. I don't know about the options chain. Not a lot of meat on the bone though. 49 to 52 to start with. Pretty close. Right there. 53. You'll get some trouble in here, and then a break over 53 could move you back towards 60. Looks like it's trying to flip up, man. I don't know if it's got any news. I don't know if it's got any news to send it or something, man. I don't know much about it though. Let's check the weekly first before you do that. Careful with it, man, because it's still pretty weak. Got a little descending line of resistance there too, Ambrose. Okay. There you go, brother. You'll have to bust 53 and then 61 for this thing to start running back again. This is a long outlook though. Okay. It's not got big volume stepping in on the weekly either, on the big time frames. So maybe on the daily for a pop here, and then make it prove it to you. Okay. Okay. What am I doing here? ELF, ELF. Somebody else asked me this the other day. Not yet. I don't see enough reversal yet on this. I know it's starting to maybe look attractive, but it's still got the ability to come on down. You go to the weekly, that MACD just got to the zero line on the weekly. It's not crazy about this one right now. It could bounce here and retrace could retrace some. But I'm not crazy about it right now. There's a lot of down pressure on it. If it rips back over 80, it could have a retracement move for a bounce down here. Keep an eye on your RSI MACD, see if it's going to give any relief, though. You have to get over 91 first. Right in this neighborhood. Okay. I'm not crazy about that chart right now. Oh, man. Yep. Guys, I don't have much time. I have a super early morning. So I can't do a bunch. What was the other one I wanted? Oh, I wanted to look at Netflix because I've been covering it. I hope some people's got some of this with me. It's about to show its true colors, what it's going to do, though. About 11:45. I just think the story's there with the split coming. New investors will step in if they can get this for $150 a share. That's what I think. We've also recaptured the signal line and 40 on the RSI. About 11:45 is that would be a nice breakover. We could run hard if we get back over that. Right there's your last volume bar back here. Over that could carry us easily back to 1190 up to 1240. Get my lines right. Okay. There you go. If you guys want to screenshot that. That's what I see. I'll just be using these lows for support. 1080. Right in there. 1085, 1080, something like that. Okay. All right. So that's looking nice. Somebody asked for Meta. I want to cover it because I did some videos with it. The next thing it's got to get over is right in here. $635. This could retrace to 680 easily. About 635. Plays a level at a time. I don't chart this one much. 600, your psychological support. April lows back here. I think ultimately, if we get back above 660 on this thing, it could get back to the 700 range pretty easy. It is still, let's throw it, we're still well under the 200 EMA. I would almost suspect we come back up and test this thing one time and see what it's going to do. Right now, it's not captured. We are still oversold, but we have not retaken the signal line. So to me, it's got some room up. I'm nibbling a little every day. I'm dollar cost averaging on this. This is a long hold for me. Okay, long hold. Yep. All right. It's not done it yet. It's not got its signal line back yet on the daily. $6.84 was kind of a trigger breakout right there. That's last week's highs. We're over it in the overnight session right now. We got to retake this 684. I mean, just all there is to it. This has moved off of Friday's and last week's lows really nice. We've took one level at a time. 681. This should become our new support here. Maybe even 682 now. Yeah. I would call 682 local support that needs to hold. Under that 678. So I'd be watching for these to hold on the short term. I think the daily is look at this RSI on the daily. It's trying so hard to break back over. But it has not yet. If this daily comes up here and gets rejected right in through here on the RSI, down we go. Or at least for a retrace, you know. Higher lows so far. We'll see. Looky there. All right. It's got to break out. You are in bullish hands still. This MACD has not lost the daily or has not lost the zero line in a long time. May of 25. So once April happened, it flipped back there. We're still in bullish hands, guys. We're still in bullish hands. 684 will be your next breakover. Just keep those three levels on your mark. We'll see if it can push over 60 down here and give us another run up. We'll see. We will see. All right. All right, my friends. I about got it. That's about all I got. Now, what was it? I thought there was one other thing I wanted to. Somebody said BBAI. Gammas Garden. You talk about Netflix. So once it splits, it'll. I mean, it's going to be. It's a 10 for 1. So if it's $1,000 and you have one share, when it's over, when the split happens, you'll have 10 shares valued at $100. So the value is the same. It's just more investors are going to be attracted to it because of the look. It's a bit of a visual thing in the way people think, but it will attract new investors. It will, in my opinion, it will. Okay. BBAI. Well, it looks like I got my lines right. Pretty darn close. It respected this line here. Not a bad place. Not a bad place for a reversal. $7 is your new. What's it doing overnight? Down today. Whew. Slaughtered today, huh? And it gave half of the day before's move back up. Not too bad. So there you go. $7 is your new. There's your new resistance right there. Support. This ascending line of support coming up through here. The MACD's curling. The RSI is about to cross up on the daily on the signal line. So you're going to want to see if it can retake 50 next. Okay. It needs to hold 40 on the RSI and retake 50. If so, things flip and we start getting a little bullish again. 7, then 740. And then ultimately 540 down there had to hold. There you go. Yep. It's still holding that channel right now. So we'll see. We will see. I think it's leaning for a flip. Last time it came down and did this, you got to move from about $5 to 8.5. Not a bad move. So you need some volume pour. You need some buyers to step in for sure to push it over these levels, these two levels here. All right. So there's BBAI. Thank you, Deshaun. I appreciate that. Caesar 9911 is best I can say that. What about the leveraged ETFs? What's your question about them? Thank you, Ronian. I hate these kind of charts, man. These are penny stocks, basically. Well, I did spy just a moment ago. No, he was talking about leveraged ETFs, I think. Oh, for the Netflix split? How else? I don't know with NVTS, man. I'll just be honest with you. You got a bit of an ascending support line coming up through there. That was a blow off move. Still leaning bullish. I think ultimately 550 is your support on this. You got to close above 9 up here. You got to get a candle to close above 9. Then she can run. It's going to take your RSI's also got to hold 50 down here on the weekly. On the daily, I think it's going to drift a little bit more, have some more consolidation. But again, if it wants to get over like this 930 area back in here, it could run back up towards 1250. That's kind of how I see it, man. Did you buy options for Netflix? Just shares, Susie. I just bought shares because I want to own it long term. It and Meta were under the 200-day moving average, which is where I buy long term stocks for investment. And now it interacted with the 200 and has retaken it. So I've been buying shares. I won't say how many I've been buying, but I've been buying shares. A decent chunk here because look how well it reacts well with the 200 EMA. Very well. All right, my friends, I'm out of time. I am out of time. I love you all very much. I appreciate you. I would stay on here and chart for an hour if I could, but I just don't have the time tonight. I will be around tomorrow. Please, I just got my same leap option, Mr. T. I'll be around tomorrow with my laptop, so I'll be watching, but I won't be with Josh in the morning. Okay. Love y'all very much. Thank you so much. If you want to contact me for coaching or small group classes that I do on the side, my email is in the description of this video. Mr. T, I covered all of it. Covered every bit of it. I want 32. That's long term. I bought January 2027 leaps, so it's a long play for me. If you want to really support me, you can subscribe to the Discord with my link. It is the top link in the description of this video. If you haven't already, will you hit that like button for me and the subscribe button? Help my channel grow a little bit. I really appreciate it. And I will see you in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, why aren't you in the Discord? We're winning over there, guys. We're winning. Not every day is peachy and dreamy, but that's trading. That's why you trade, you swing, and you invest. because not every day is great for day trading, but there's a lot of other aspects to investing than just scalping and day trading. Okay, you gotta take the good with the bad, move on. I still ended up green today, but I had a rough first opening hour. It's part of it. It's part of trading. But we guard ourselves. We use disciplines. If you don't know disciplines or know how to trade, email me. That's what I teach, and never had anybody ask for a refund. So, all right, peace. I love you. I'm out of here.